on guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel, and hopefully everybody's safe out there. And if you guys didn't see my last video, in the last video I showed you guys how to stop playing this game and how to get your first job. And hopefully you guys have done that, and hopefully you are enjoying already if you guys are playing the game. And in this video I will be showing you guys how to get your first ever truck. And so in between videos I did rack up a little bit of money so I could afford my first truck, and you guys should also do the same. And so you may be thinking, like, 14,000, how can you pay 14,000 and get a truck? Well, you can't, but this is where the bank comes in. And as you can see, the bank is right here in the second panel below in the right hand corner. And if you click on the bank, it'll come up to this screen where you can take loans. You can take loans from 10,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 or even 400,000, depending on how high your rank is. Now I'm still like a level 2, so that's why my max is like 100,000. Otherwise, like if I was in my other account, like I could take this 400,000 euro loan. So how this works is basically you click, and it's going to tell you asking for a loan of 100,000 euros. Replacement period is 35 days. 35 days is basically the game days, not real life days. And the interest you are paying is 18%. And this is how much it's going to cut off from your bank account every day in game. So it's about 2,888 days. You wish to confirm? Yes, yes, I do want to get this loan. And as you can see, I have $14,000 euros. And now let's go to the truck dealer. And you guys saw yesterday that in the last video, I discovered this Renault truck dealer and this Volvo truck dealer. And I do have this Scania truck dealer. I love Scania trucks. And you may be wondering how I got this. So when you start the game, you will get an email from some sort of truck company. And lucky for me, I got it from Scania. How cool is that? So I'm obviously gonna head over to the Scania truck dealership, which is in Hanover, as you can see right there. Truck dealership Hanover, Scania. Let's click there and let's go visit it. Do you really want to travel? Yes, I do. And then there we go. We've got the truck dealer right here. We've got a lot of these stats about the truck itself. And as you can see, this is one of the big Scania dealerships, as you have 12 truck options to buy from. There are also small truck dealers in this game which only have 8 trucks. So as you can see, this is the first one. Then we've got the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one, the 8th, 9th, and 11th, and 12th. The more higher you go, the bigger and the more pricier. And also, as you can see, available from level 25. If you want a bigger truck, you want to buy a better truck, you've got to reach that level to buy this kind of truck, even though you have the money to pay for it. Obviously, I'm just going to go with the cheapest option because I don't have that much money, which is this one. And you can also customize configuration, which is basically you can customize your truck to your liking. So we've got our nice truck here, and we're in the garage. So this first one up here, the first icon is called cabin, where you can choose the roof. So now we have a normal roof. There's also like a high roof option where this roof is more higher, it extends. And then I'm not too sure about the other one. So we can unlock any of those because we are very low in levels. So we'll just keep it like that. Then the next one is chassis. Basically it's this back part right here. And the higher levels you go, you can unlock different chassis. Like for example, you could get a double axle truck, which means you have 2 axles at the back, which means you have about, let's see, 16 wheels, I think that's what it goes, yeah. And you can make it longer, shorter, but I mean, we're still pretty low, so we're just gonna get basic. Then you've got engine types. you've got a 360 horsepower engine, and you got a 380 horsepower engine, and obviously over here you can see the differences. From this one, we have a little less hill travel and a little less heavy cargo, but with this 380 horsepower, it increases a little bit. You've got all your stats right here. So I'm just gonna go with the little more expensive one, and let's go to gearboxes. Gearboxes is basically how your gears shift, and as you guys know, I am using a H shifter. So there are two options. You can take this H shifter or you can take this one for now, and depending on your H shifter, you will get different stats. So with this one, you see it's pretty normal, and normal cargo, heavy is pretty low. But if you get this one, however, it looks pretty cool. Honestly, this is the better option, even though it's $16,000 more, $6,000 more, but I don't really have that money. And also, when I did buy this one, this Opticruise GRS 950 905R, so the gear is like C1, then C2, C3, no sorry, C1, C2, and then first, second, third, fourth, and then when you go to 5th gear, it just jumps to 11th gear. I think it's because of this recharger. I don't really know too much about that, but I'm just gonna go with this one because I don't have too much money. Then we can choose our interiors. You can choose a standard, which is a left side driving of the vehicle, or you can choose the standard UK, which means you are driving on the right side of the vehicle. And this basically depends on which side you want to drive. I love honestly driving on the left side of it because I do live in America, and it just feels right. Over here you do unlock these when you get to these levels, and they're basically just like color differences. Like up here, it may like give you an option that you can change it to beige, like the interior color a little bit, but not that big of a deal. So we're just gonna go with this one because I like it, but it's your choice. Now let's go to truck colors. You can give any kind of paint job you want, and as you can see, we have a lot of paint jobs, definitely. And obviously, if you go higher in levels, you can unlock other paint jobs like this. But I mean, the only problem is I'm low on money, so I'm just gonna go with one of these standard colors. So I could go with that, or that. Let's just quickly check. Or we can all go with this. Actually, no, actually can't. We can only go with these three. Let's see which one looks good. Honestly, I'm gonna take the Scorpio Red because it looks good, and also I can't leave the other one. Now we can accessorize with this next one. It's accessorizing, so you can add loads of accessories onto your truck, and we'll go over the inside accessories a little later. So basically, you click on these buttons, and over here at the top, you can add maybe this, where you can add like lights onto this. And I'm not too high in the level, so that's the only one I can buy, but I don't want to really buy it now because I don't have too much excess money. You can just experiment with all of these, like you can change it to that if you want, but I like that one. You can also add like a standard plate on these two sides if you want to. This is basically like one of those, but down here where you can add more lights also. There's one which is all the way at the bottom. We're not high in levels to get that one. And then you can choose like the paint on this. The paint option is at level 9. And you can choose the color of the rims. I think that's what you call rims. But I'm not gonna mess too much about that. You can change your fuel tank side. You can make it like completely flat, which would also look really cool, but obviously you need levels. And then you can change the color of the handle and all sorts of stuff. You can also add some back panels. For example, you can add, that's actually you can, but you could add, okay, you cannot, it seems. Okay, so this is basically the standard. It looks beautiful on the outside. Now, this next one is accessories on the inside. So as you can see, there are a lot of dots. You can click on the dots and you can customize. Like if I press that one, that's basically the one on the window. If you press this, then from these other levels, you can like change how the wheel looks. Over here, you can add knobs, like any kind of knob you want. But I don't personally like the knobs, so I'm just gonna skip that. Over here, you can add like some sort of bag if you want, or a cooler box. And in this seat you can also add another bag or maybe even a laptop. Here you could add like another like simple accessories that you would like, but I'm just gonna go with the standard. Here you can add a dash where you can add details, like you can add like, I don't know, like toys and stuff, but I can't afford it. There you add another license plate. Here you can decide the mirrors again if you didn't do it from the outside. And then up here you can change this mirror. You can change it from that to a little lower, but we'll just go with standard. Here you can put any one of these. So if I show you here, then if you click on one of these red dots, you can customize it. Like I could have that. How cool is that? But I'm just gonna keep it simple. I don't have to. Okay. And then up here you can choose like something to hang up from your mirror if you have one. So you can choose from any one of these. And then these two buttons are basically stocks. Your sun visor. So you can add that sun visor if you want. I'm not going to personally because I don't. Yeah. And you can also add some kind of like curtain, like on a bus. You can add like weird curtain. But I will not be adding any curtains because I'm trying to save money here. Yeah, so that's basically simple, and then you can also change the paint on this side. And that's it. This is how your inside is going to look. If you accessorize, then it would look way better. And that's basically it. And over here, you can see I added something. It says I added something. Let's see what I added. There's just, oh yeah, we upgraded our engine to a little better engine. But otherwise, it'll show you the price down here. I'm just going to click confirm. And then here you are. It's taken all the customizations. And now just click purchase. And now we have 114,000 euros. And it takes 113,000. So let's purchase it, shall we? Our first ever truck. Yes, perfect. Click OK. Thank you for buying the truck. And then it's going to take you outside the dealership. And it will present the truck that you bought from it. So let's just go check that out. Ooh, nice. Actually, it's actually outside of a garage where you will have this truck. So whenever you come to this garage, you can pick the truck you want to drive, and you can drive this truck. And also, if you expand the garage, which I'll show you in another video, you can hire drivers, which I'll also show in the next video. So look, it's so cool. Now this truck belongs to this garage, and look, beautiful, right? I'm just gonna take it for just a quick test spin. The video not too long. Let's switch on the engine. Ooh, that's nice. And let's just try the horn, shall we? Ooh, not the best, but that's pretty cool. Let's just go for a test drive in our first ever truck. Yeah, look at how cool that is. Your favorite truck. Okay, I'm scratching. That's bad. Okay, so we have our truck right here, and you can just test run it and all that. And also I want to show you another feature. Now because you have your truck, you can go to the main menu by pressing escape, and if you go to job market, you will now unlock freight market. Basically you can pick up trailers from other people with your own truck, and here you've got double or single. So yeah, you got your first ever truck, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And in the next video I'll be talking about expanding your business and also how to get drivers as well as that. So until the next video, have a great time trucking, guys. Goodbye.